He's Andrew Mentock. I'm John Brice. This is the Irish Illustrated pregame instant analysis brought to you by the RVMH Hall of Fame in beautiful Elkhart, Indiana. We are live inside Yankee Stadium preparing for the Shamrock Series between undefeated and number 18 Army and one loss number 8 Notre Dame. Drew, what are your keys early to the game?
I think the biggest thing is just I want to see Riley Leonard come out and kind of show that he can be efficient against a top-ranked pass efficiency defense. We saw earlier in the year he kind of struggled against teams ranked in the top 25 in that category, only completed about 5.4 yards per pass attempt. He hasn't played one since. I don't think he's played one ranked in the top 50 since Miami. So I want to see him kind of come out and show that he can drive the offense, especially since Army has such a good rush defense.
For me, I think a big key for Notre Dame is a quick start, and that is even on defense, you can't let Army engineer a 12-play, 9 or 10-minute drive. You need to get them off the field early, which means getting the Black Knights offense off schedule early. You can't let them lay on you all night and wear down. You talk about Riley Leonard, but you have some good insight to the Army offense as well. So as Notre Dame is trying to get them off the field, what are some of your keys in that regard?
Yeah, I think a big thing, obviously Brice Daly carries the ball a ton. They have a lot of guys who get a bulk of the touches, but they also have a guy, Noah Short. He's like kind of a slot back, number 15. He leads the nation in yards per carry at just over 10. And then he also has, I think it's about 23.5 yards per reception this year, which would be second if he had 17 receptions or more. He only has about 11, but the point is he only touches the ball 6 times per game, but when he does, it's explosive. And Al Golden talked this week about how they really try and pick their spots with him. They kind of set him up, and then when they have the right look, they're going to go hit him for a big play. So Notre Dame can't kind of lose track of a guy like that.
Great point, and also a stat that Pete Sampson had earlier this week on our podcast, and that is Brice Daly touches the ball about 22, or runs the ball, averages of maybe 22 carries per game. I noted that Army rushes on average 54 times per game. Again, they're limiting possessions, and they own time of possession. They're the number one time of possession team in the country at almost 11 minutes more per game than the opposition. So again, those are key factors to watch for Notre Dame. That's why I think when Notre Dame is on offense, when they get into the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns, especially with Mitch Jeter's status still questionable, and the way this Army offense operates. So the key for me is Notre Dame's offense in the red zone has to be scoring touchdowns, has to be really efficient. Now, you referenced Al Golden. Let's just say this. He had a personal matter late in the week. He flew up and rejoined the team separate from the team charter. He's here. He was at walkthrough this morning. He's expected to fulfill all of his regular game day duties. Drew, any other keys to the game or anything else you want to touch on?
I mean, I think really just highlighting the importance of special teams. Both of these teams block a lot of punts. I think they might have the specific stat you referenced earlier, but I think both teams, when their other team is punting, like you got to be watching out for something that could really like switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, O'Malley noting in the last 3 years, I think Army is first nationally with 18 block kicks. It's Notre Dame, I believe, second with 15 block kicks. So both teams have been really excellent in special teams and specifically at disrupting opponents, whether it's field goals or punts. Okay, post-game, we will have Tim O'Malley live here with us. Logistics are different for everyone getting to Yankee Stadium, so Drew and I handled this one, but we'll have Tim O'Malley live for post-game instant analysis. We'll also have O'Malley and Tim Priester joining for Irish Illustrated Overtime Extra. Again, he's Drew Mentock of Irish Illustrated. I'm John Brice of Football Scoop and Irish Illustrated. This has been Irish Illustrated's pregame instant analysis brought to you by the RV Manufacturers Hall of Fame.